timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.
Good evening and welcome to the Oman Cricket Academy, where action-packed drama just doesn't take second fiddle. Action is always on offer here at the Oman Cricket Academy, and it's time for Oman D10. It is the 5th game of the day. It is that time of the day where the 5th game is going to be really interesting.
Last time here at Oman Cricket, D10 powered by Fan Code. It's game number 5 on match day 1 as exciting cricket action continues. Home team for this game, that is game number 5, and that's going to be IAS Invincibles. And leading the side is, of course, the charismatic Mehran Khan. Karan Sonavle will ensure that the Royal Oman Stallions are in safe hands under the watchful eye of umpire Hemachandran. And the home team captain has the coin in hand now, and he will toss. Khanjar was the call, and number it is. So Mehran Khan winning the toss. IAS Invincibles, what would you like to do straight away?
We are going to bat first.
All right, batting first, new tournament, new occasion. So what's the team looking like, and what are your hopes from this tournament?
Well, the team is full fit and confident. So, like we just finished the T20, so they all are in very good touch. So, I'm looking forward that they will perform, inshallah.
What's the squad looking like? Who are the members comprising of this? Are there some new names and people to watch out for?
No, we are the same side. There is no new players, so the same side we are playing, and we are looking to at least 100 runs on board.
A very good matchup because both of you are the senior teams out here, and you know you've seen the performances of the other teams in the group. And what are your chances looking like?
Yeah, it's a fresh game and it's a T10. You cannot underestimate any team. So if you bowl well 3 overs, or if one batsman can click, then can change the game. So it's I know it's Oman Stallions a good team. So inshallah we will give them best. Yeah.
All right, do your best.
Thank you.
Current Royal Oman Stallions, you're up next, and happy to do what you're doing?
Yeah, we are happy because it's the first game. We cannot decide. So it's better to watch the wicket and just get the chase the run, whatever it is.
Okay, what's your side looking like? Any fresh faces, something to look out for?
Sharfuddin is back in our team. Rest, everything is same. Atta and Saad is not playing. Atta and Faizan is not playing.
Okay, same question as I asked Mehran Khan. It's a new tournament and you've had a look at the opponents because they're coming from the ranks, from the intermediate group. So they pose a certain amount of challenge. Moving forward in the tournament, are there some specific strategies that you're looking to employ?
No, we are just going game by game. No other opponent is either weak or strong. We are just taking it as a normal match. We are just not looking at the ball, we are looking at the ball. That is our plan. We are sticking to our basics and let's see. We'll try our best to play our tournament.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you.
Right then, story from the sidelines is that IAS Invincibles have won the toss and they're electing to have a bat first.
IAS Invincibles are going to be batting first, and they want to have an impact on this game immediately. For the first time in the Oman D10, 2 premier sides are going to be locking horns, and it's going to be the Titans that are seriously be interested. Mehran Khan, Rana Singhe Patharange, Pasundu, Shahzad Rahim, Abdur Rauf, Yasir Dur, Muzahir Raza, Mansur Mazhar, Asif Balushi, Mohammad Imran, Ibn Amin. So that's the 11 for IAS Invincibles. They have won the toss and they're going to be batting first. And talking about Royal Oman Stallions, it is Anshuman Prasanna, Junaid Ahmed, Karan Sonavle, Karthik, Shah Rukh Khan, Mohammad Saad Baggar, Jaiswal, Mohammad Sharfuddin, he's the new entrant into the side, Yashash GL, Sagar Parmar, and Farmanullah Farman, the Pesa. So pretty much similar sides to what you would have seen in the Oman D20, and that they're continuing here in the Oman D10 as well. 2 sides that have found their rhythm in the Oman D20 would want to impress very early in this game. And that man in the background, Vinu Matthews, the manager of Royal Oman Stallions, looking at the game very interested. It's going to be a very interesting game. Yashas GL is opening the attack for Royal Oman Stallions from the Oman LNG end. Always finds a little bit of a extra bounce and good amount of deviation that he obtains from the wicket. He's a genuine swing bowler with a decent pace behind his back. And opening the batting for IAS is Mehran Khan. Big shot. This has gone high up in the air. Fielder trying to make the ground and won't be able to stop it from crossing the boundary. So 4 valuable runs for Mehran Khan. Yes, luck on his side. Never too easy to get after the likings of Mehran Khan when he's come with the intent. He had the intent in the D20 format. Here in D10, he has the license to entertain. And very early in this game, he's looking to make a big impact for IAS Invincibles. If he can hang in there for 4 or 5 overs, this is going to be a very difficult chase for Royal Oman Stallions. That's the kind of player he is. Always looking for those boundaries, and especially in the power play, he's very destructive. Looking for a big shot. It's an outside edge. They're celebrating. If he can stay for 4 or 5 overs, he can make an impact. Not really. He's not even going to be staying for 4 or 5 deliveries. The very third delivery that Mehran Khan faces, a little bit of an edge, and Mehran Khan is walking back to the dugout. Yashas GL has struck gold. An incredible movement for Royal Oman Stallions as they strike first blood against IAS Invincibles. It's a big wicket of Mehran Khan. Look at the delivery. Angling just marginally away from Mehran Khan. A little bit of an extra nip as well, courtesy of some slight bit of dew. A little bit of a spongy bounce, and that was enough to get the outside edge of Mehran Khan, who was looking to throw the kitchen sink. Probably wanted to hit the ball out of the orbit. All that he could manage is a little bit of a nick to the wicketkeeper, who doesn't make a mistake. So first blood for Royal Oman Stallions in terms of Mehran Khan. In walks Patharange. Rashmika is a decent bat, good striker of the cricket ball. Once again looking to hit the ball a little too hard, and that's what has been the problem for IAS Invincibles so far. All that they need to do is use the pace of Yashas GL to their advantage, because there's not a lot of lateral movement. Yes, a little bit of a spongy bounce because of that little bit of dew that might be on the surface. Started off with a boundary here. IAS Invincibles, and all of a sudden Mehran Khan back to the dugout. Rashmika has a big role to play here. Rauf is still to face a delivery. He's waiting at the non-striker's end. Yashas GL charging in. Looking to hit it out of the park. This has gone high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Holds on to that one. 2 wickets down. IAS Invincibles are looking mediocre. Karthik holds on to that one. And all of a sudden, IAS Invincibles are in a moment of brain fade. They're not really able to accept the fact that second wicket down in terms of Rashmika. And Yashas GL is breathing fire here. Once again getting the leading edge because of that extra bit of bounce of Yashas GL. And holding it well is Karthik at deep square leg. Almost feels as if the scoreboard has stuck at 4 runs and 2 wickets down. In walks Mansoor Mazhar. He's a character and a half. Can he make an impact here You'd want to take a little bit of time because 2 wickets in a hurry in that over of Yashas GL. He's still not done with the first over. He's still waiting at the 30-yard circle of the Oman LNG end. Can he pick up a third here? Can he get the back of Mansoor Mazhar? It would be a big wicket. Certainly sure that Mansoor Mazhar is not going to be attacking Yashas GL. He would just want to see him through. Yashas GL charging in. Final delivery of his. Look at that bounce that he's obtaining at the moment. A little bit of a spite. And immediately there's a spring in the feet of Royal Oman Stallions at the moment. 4 on the board. 2 wickets down at the end of first over. Immediately comes into the attack. Sagar Parmar is a tricky customer. 2 wickets to Yashas GL, and walking in the com box is Amin Wagle. I mean, you were there on the sidelines with the captains. 2 wickets down. IAS Invincibles. Would they have expected this?
Well, they certainly seem to be a side that can break any form of shackles. They are a very, very experienced side, and they have that nuclear sort of an energy in them, and all the batters all the way till batter number 7 or batter number 8 all can pack a punch or two. And the format D10 powered by fan code is such that you will find yourself out of trouble very, very soon. A couple of good overs and all of a sudden you will forget that there are 2 wickets down. 4 for 2 does seem dismal at the moment though.
Talk us about Dew. Did you see any signs of Dew? Because my understanding is that sitting in the com box, probably way too far from the center, I feel that a little bit of Dew is the reason for that spite in the wicket. A little bit of a spongy bounce that the bowlers are getting.
Oh yes, the winds drop down, and also another thing to notice is that once you start, rubbing your hand on the surface, or not only on the surface, on the field as such, and you get some decent wetness on your fingers, on your hands, will also result in the ball skidding on off the deck as well. So you can see Sagar Parmar very, very effective, hurrying the batters into playing some shots. So could be one of the reasons here. And however, a 10 over game and conditions like this would certainly not play a huge factor, but an important factor nonetheless.
So instead of butterfingers, we can say watery palms. Dew is going to be playing a big factor in my understanding. 1 run of this over, and that's where it's going to be for Sagar Parmar. He's a miser bowler, doesn't leak a lot. So just 1 run from that over of Sagar Parmar, 5 for the loss of 2. IAS in trouble. It's almost a bit of a surprise that it is Farman that is loading in, because I really thought that Yashas GL would be bowling as over more. Because this is what you will not get from Yashas GL. He'll hit the deck hard and he will create a lot of doubt in the mind of the IAS batters.
At the moment, the only saving grace is that Mansoor Mazhar is out there in the middle, and he can certainly turn the game on its head by himself. He doesn't need any support whatsoever. But what's going to happen is that Ataullah will have to play some street smart cricket and get Mansoor Mazhar on strike as much as possible. He's dug this one short, and that's the problem at the moment. It's that the IAS Invincibles are not rotating strike. They're looking for those glory shots. They're looking to up the ante and play some fancy boundary and glamorous looking shots which are not finding the middle of the bat.
Absolutely right. Don't really think that a brain fade movement will work in favor of IS. We've seen it happen to the best. Steve Smith is my best example that I can use in that test series against India. Shot and pulled really well. This is going to be traveling right over the head of deep square leg. It's going to be a maximum, and it's a mediocre effort from Farman.
Oh, what a strike here. Finally getting some bat behind the ball, and have a look at that once again. It was dug in way too short, and easy pickings for somebody like Ataullah, and we'll be very, very happy that now he's finally getting a move along, and so are IAS Invincibles.
The most important thing that you need to do on a wicket like this is you need to lock your wrist and hit the deck hard with that lock, and that's when it's going to be working in your favor. Because what you get with Farman is some decent pace. Not a lot of movement, but you want somebody who hits the deck with the wrist. Something like that. Extra bit of nip, extra bit of bounce, and that's what creates the trouble.
Some looks exchanged here between the batters, and straight away you see Mansoor Mazhar intervening. Oh, this is some fiery stuff. Farman versus Ataullah, and he's probably because of that big six that he's hit off him.
And immediately you see Yashash Yel walking to Farman Allah, discussing what he needs to do. It's not the pace that will trouble a batter on this track. It is good line length, good use of the wrist. Short, wide, cut. There is protection in the deep. It's only going to be a single, but at the moment Farman has not been very effective.
Looking to get under the skin of the batter here, Farman, and he's leaked 7 runs of his effort. So one might say that they have just lifted the lid of the pressure cooker just a little bit. It's been one whistle so far.
The only hope is that they don't blast in that pressure. That one whistle is not good enough because there is too much pressure that is built in the IAS dugout with just 12 runs on the board. It's about to be third over done. Oh, looking to play the paddle. And it's only going to be a dot ball for Mansoor Mazhar. 3 overs done, 12 for the loss of 2. Karthik comes into the attack, the mystery spinner. Looking to paddle it around, and this is going to be interesting. They're appealing for it. No third umpire in the Oman D10. Not really sure what's happening in the middle at the moment. Probably the benefit of doubt has already gone in favor of the IAS Invincibles. And this is the advantage of not having the third umpire. The umpire is always going to be ruling in favor of the batter unless and until he's almost certain that the batter is out.
Well, up the row, one of the most senior-most players out there, and probably that name, Ataullah, leading or a little bit misleading on your ticker, but then Abdul Rauf can certainly look to up the ante. He's a very, very solid batter. He look to get his eye in. Doesn't take much time as well, especially he knows he has that game sense of when to, go after the bowlers and what to do. On the other hand, it's going to be Karthik who has impressed one and all in that D20 series that's just recently been concluded. Oh, I think he's done a little bit of damage to his ankle here.
Oh, his leg got stuck probably in the grass. Maybe it is a spike. Not really sure if he's fine. He's up on his feet. He's a strong lad. The man from Gujarat. He's played some good quality cricket. And at the moment, he's been very impressive, not only in the D20 format, but here in the D10 with his mystery spin. He's bowled the off spin, he's bowled the carom ball, he's bowled the finger delivery as well. Till now, 3 deliveries. Once again, sticking to the carom ball, and it's only going to be a single. So things certainly not working in favor of IAS Invincibles, but I'm not really sure how much is enough because they have the availability of Mohammad Imran.
Yeah, well, most certainly, but then it's that sort of a format here. You still need some runs on board. It's not a 20-over game wherein you can just, struggle, and then after, the halfway mark, try to get some few runs on the board. It's done and dusted if you are below 50, and the opposition can certainly, look to finish or wrap up the game in quick manner. Because no matter how many resources you have as a bowling unit, each bowler is allowed just 2 overs. So very little impact. On the other hand, what the Royal Oman Stallions have done are that all their bowlers are bowling that short bursts of 1 over, and all of them are keeping the batters very, very quiet in the whole scheme of things.
Sliding down the leg, and this is going to be declared as a wide. And the problem is that the overs run out very quickly. Already close to the halfway mark, almost just around 4 overs. And with just 6 overs spare, it's almost like business end. You have to get going, and they've just got 15 runs on the board so far. The end is so close. That is the issue. Big slog sweep, and it's only going to be a single. And a little bit of a misfield, and still it's going to be a single. So 4 overs done, 16 for the loss of 2. IAS Invincibles.
Royal Oman Stallions sticking with a little bit of quick pace, and that was absolutely wavered from the bowler. He's lost his footing, he's lost his shape, he's bowled one completely out of the pitch. Everything is wrong with that delivery, and he'll have to get back on his feet and reload. And that's how slippery it is. It's the dew in action.
Oh, it's going to be a tough night. It's going to be a very tough night, especially for IAS Invincibles. And looking at the visuals, they will only realize that, oh boy, this is the place where we're going to be bowling second. Never too easy with the dew in effect. We do know that in Oman, dew can be really heavy.
And look at the bowlers, the kind of bowlers that the IAS Invincibles bank on. Right at the top of the list, you have Mohammad Imran, and then you've got Muzahir Raza, both of them very, very express and, have long run-ups. So in the whole grand scheme of things, this could turn out to be a disastrous sort of a decision. If they don't manage to resurrect this innings, things can get very, very serious.
Glad that you added the run-up being expressed for Muzahir Raza. But leaving jokes aside, Muzahir Raza can be that kind of a bowler who can be very effective on a wicket like this. Gentle medium pace, and if he can hit the right line and length, this is one of that wickets which can bring a lot of assistance to him. But for that to happen at the moment, IAS Invincibles will need to post in a decent total. Not really sure what that decent can be, probably around 75. Big shot, not gone anywhere. It's only going to be a single. Runs coming in installments at the moment.
And those installments aren't very heavy, and Royal Oman Stallions wouldn't mind these singles. What they really want are the dot balls. You can see Mansoor Mazhar feeling very, very itchy out there in the centre. He wants to get going in spectacular fashion. On the other hand, Abdul Rauf will be playing an aerial shot, going to be a jumping Yashas but not effective Yashas. The throw way too wide, and the keeper not affecting the stumping or the run out in a good manner. 19 for the loss, or rather 21 for the loss of 2 wickets, with at least 3 more legal deliveries in this over pending.
And look at that effort from Abdul Rauf. 8 certainly not on his side, but still very fit, putting in that full stretch dive, valuing his wicket, and that's what you want to see from professionals. $12 or 14, and you just want to accelerate a little bit more. He's got a maximum in that 12. Can he make a good impact here? Big shot, good enough. Yes, he had got a 6, and those kids were in a danger for a moment, but Abdul Rauf is just striking really well here.
Well, you asked for impact, and Abdul Rauf probably heard you on that speaker, which is there on the screen, and certainly making an impact. Have a look at that, freeing that front leg and playing across the line. Gets decent enough elevation, and that's a good maximum to have for IAS Invincibles. Now, finally, looking to score a bit more freely. Good runs of this over so far, as many as 11.
Farman won't really be happy with the kind of tong that was provided by Abdul Rauf on a wicket that is assisting the bowlers. And neither will be Vinu Matthews standing in the background. He needs to learn that it's not a game of pace, it's a game of quality consistency. Once again, wayward, but this time he's going to be getting the back of Abdul Rauf. He's going to give a send-off to Abdul Rauf as well. Yes, that maximum, he didn't like it, and hence he's going to be celebrating in style here.
Soft dismissal for Abdul Rauf, facing the pressure, facing the brunt of too many dot deliveries. Looks to play a nothing shot, and he certainly hasn't timed it as well. Straight into the hands of Yashas GL at shot cover. Out walks Abdul Rauf as IAS Invincibles lose their 3rd wicket.
Farman charging in for the final delivery of his spell. Guided to third for a single. They're pushing for the second, won't be on this occasion. 5 overs done, 28 for the loss of 3. IAS Invincibles and still in a struggling situation. In walks a guest alongside me, Mudassir Ali Qureshi. And what is the line that you said? If a guest walks in for a short duration, you don't call it a guest? You mentioned it was in relation to Mehran Khan, who made a short visit.
Regular with IAS Invincibles, but he loves to stay for short period of time in the middle. That is how we know Mehran Khan.
He's always in a hurry. Always in a hurry. It's a double-edged sword. The problem is that both the sides of the edge is facing IAS. It only cuts IAS. Very impactful, but just not rising to the occasion, and that's been the concern for Mehran Khan. As an opener, you need to evaluate the wicket. That's your primary job. You set the tone for the remainder of the side. And that is something that Mehran Khan just doesn't do right. He comes with a swinging bat. Big shot straight down the ground, only for a single. What do you think is a good score on a wicket like this? 30 for 3. Just mere formality, number of deliveries left, that is 27. Not a lot of power left in them.
Get at least 45 more, 75, and keeping in mind, Royal Oman Stallions, they are missing quite a few players. Wild swing, but he has been exceptional in D20 as well as he continues to excel with the ball. Karthik.
What are the players you can think of they are missing? Hasnain Ali Shah, Vinayak Shukla, Mohammad Nadeem. Who else? Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. Oh my goodness gracious me, that's a big miss. 4 premium quality players.
And keeping in mind, 2 up-front bowlers, fast bowlers, not part of this squad in this tournament, but still the other bowlers, they are doing a pretty good job. Karthik has been economical, wicketless so far, but he made sure not to give those boundaries. The background, we can see the manager, Vinu. A lot of hard work needs to be done by the team and by the management in the absence of those big names, big players missing out in this edition of D10. What a spell from Karthik, rightly applauded by the manager, Mr. Vinu. 6 overs gone, 31 for the loss of 3.
Mazhar 3 of 11. He's been swinging the bat and swinging the bat really hard. The only problem is that no results being obtained out of it.
We talked a lot about Mazhar's batting ability in D20, but now getting an opportunity at top of the order. So far, things not going in favor of Mazhar, neither IAS Invincibles. A wide to start the over number 7.
Almost has a similar action to Mackay Antini, raising those 2 hands up. Not really sure who that bowler is.
Is he Sharfuddin?
Doesn't look like Sharfuddin.
Yes, it's Sharfuddin, got that confirmation. The part of Yala Shabab Giants previous season.
Cut well. And still it's only going to be a single. This is what you get with Royal Oman Stallions. They're very disciplined. They bowl to their field, except for Farhan. Everybody else was sticking to the plan.
That is the reason IAS Invincibles, they're struggling as of now with their run rate of 5.35. Just 33 runs on board. The problem has been Mansoor Mazhar. 3 of 11 deliveries. Sharfuddin runs in.
Big shot outside edge. Just wide of the fielder at third. And it's only going to be a single. This poor running between the wicket. Always had to be trying for the second. When things are not working for you, they're just not working for you. Very talented, huge potential, Mansoor Mazhar. But he's in that frame of mind where he's lost the hope.
IAS stands for Ibn Abdul Samad.
Exactly.
After 3 seasons, we came to know the full form of IAS Invincibles. It's Ibn Abdul Samad Invincibles.
Big shot. This has gone high up in the air. Covers right underneath it. And he's going to be making a mess out of it. Karan Sonavle is the fielder, the captain. He's not going to be happy. Never easy to take those catches under lights. And he's made a mess out of it.
And if it's a bowler, that your youngster just cannot complain because it's your captain. Karan Sonavle, miles in the air, up in the air, and all the hard work done by Karan Sonavle goes in vain. In the absence of Nadeem, Vinayak and Jiten, he got the responsibility of leading this side.
Looking to manufacture something. Oh, this is impacted right on the knee in my understanding, and he's in certain amount of pain. He's a character and half, Mansoor Mazhar, and at the moment it's just half.
Trying to fetch it from that 6 stumps towards that offside and trying to play towards that leg side. Not a good idea when you're struggling. All you need to do is rotate the strike. Teams, they need to think it's not only about getting force and maximums. The key is not to consume plenty of dot deliveries.
The misery continues for Mansoor Mazhar at the moment. This is pretty much mediocre stuff. He's a very talented potential. He's an investment for IAS Invincibles, and the investment is leaking from all ends up at the moment.
And good to see bowling as per the field because there is no protection at the deep square leg. They have the fielder inside 30-yard circle at short square. Backward point, extra cover. That is the reason he is sticking to that off-stump line. Sharfuddin so far brilliant.
This has to be the sweep. Not really. Just drill down the ground for a single. So things certainly not working in favor of IAS Invincibles. Just 5 runs from that over. 7 overs done, 36 for the loss of 3. Things were difficult for IAS Invincibles, and to make it even more difficult, it is Sagar Parmar who has come into the attack. One of the tougher bowlers to get after. Very intelligent. In my understanding, in my opinion, in the presence of Shakil Ahmed, in the presence of other left-arm spinners, I rate him very high. I believe he's the best left-arm spinner that Oman is going to be having in the next 5 years.
Keeping in mind Shakil Ahmed, almost 36, 37 years old now. Not much cricket left. Sagar Parmar goes out of the park. Yasir Dur Muhammad. At last, great connection from the willow of Dur. And the resulted in the maximum. What a hit.
Dur sends the ball really Dur. Yasser Dur. Just when we were appreciating the quality of Sagar Parmar, Yasser Dur decides to take the things in his own hands. Not very happy with the appreciation provided to Sagar Parmar, and hence he said, I'm not really sure. Sagar Parmar is the best left-arm spinner in the next 5 years, and we are going to be contesting a point against you.
Just one bad delivery. You cannot take away all the hard work, whatever we have seen from this top-class left-arm orthodox in the D20. He's a class bowler going for just one run his first over. A rare loosener coming in the radar of Yasser Dur and rightly punished by Dur. But talking about left-arm orthodox, definitely rightly said by you. He's somewhere near to Shakil Ahmed. Shakil Ahmed is the kind of a bowler who can also get you wickets against the left-handed batters. But Sagar Parmar, the captains, they need to back this youngster.
And that is primarily why I said 5 years time. Because he still has to work on his skill. He's one bowler who'll keep one end dry. But not really sure if he can pick up wickets. And that's where I said 5 years, because he has to learn the skill of picking up wickets. Shakil Ahmed has a variety of variations at the moment. He will come wide, round arm. He'll come right on top. He'll have the armour. And that is where you need to keep the batter guessing.
And also once you qualify for that international level, it's all about the mindset. How mentally strong you are. That comes into play. And that is where Shakil Ahmed has the edge.
And immediately you can see him firing it in, taking it out. This is what intelligent cricket is all about. He understood that Yasser Dur is looking for a particular length, and he changed his length immediately. Look at that. Look at that. How intelligent a cricketer is Sagar Parmar.
This is what we like about Sagar Parmar. He made a mistake bowling full to Yasser Dur. Now all of a sudden change in line and length. Now Dur is struggling. Back-to-back dot deliveries.
Oh, what a delivery. Sagar Parmar is disturbed the wickets. Yasser Dur is going to be walking back to the dugout. 1-6, a couple of dot deliveries, and Yasser Dur is being sent very dur from the wicket.
Sagar Parmar, you beauty. He forced Yasser Dur to play that false shot. After bowling back-to-back dot deliveries, as a batter he was trying to do something special. Right on the money, Sagar Parmar. Wicket number 4 goes down. Yasser Dur, after managing 11 of 10, is 43 for the loss of 4.
Sagar Parmar, 1 run, 6, wicket, and this one's been dispatched just through the hands of the fielder at long off, and all of a sudden he's down flat on the ground. Junaid holding his ankle in a lot of pain. This can be very, very troublesome.
He took that jump and landed on the rope. A maximum for Muzahir. Plenty of runs, but also in the process they have lost 1 wicket. Back of length, what a hit, what a connection. There you go. Oh, so painful. What a good visual. Coming from Oman Cricket Academy, Junaid landing on those boundary rope. Things not looking good for Junaid and for Royal Oman Stallions.
Don't really think that he's going to be coming back in the game of play at the moment. Really feel that he's going to be requiring some amount of assistance. He's still flat on the ground, and hence Royal Oman Stallions will require a little bit of a substitute. Look at that. Oh, it's a twist of the ankle. Gives me tremors with the kind of pain that would have executed on that young lad. Very unfortunate scenes here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Yes, it's the Oman D10, powered by Dafa News. What a misery.
YSGL, another fast bowler, very impressive in D20. Started off with a wide, one of the quickest in this region. YSGL clocked around 135. He don't have services of his partner Hasnain Ali Shah, so lot depends on YSGL. He has that extra responsibility.
Udiba, in your opinion, who is quicker, Hasnain or YSGL?
Definitely YSGL.
Oh, this is going to be probably a little bit of an inside edge onto the pads and a single being rotated. Are you really sure that YSGL would be quicker than Hasnain?
And this was said to me by Hasnain Ali Shah himself. He said during one of the camps arranged by the Oman Cricket Board, YSGL, he was a part of that camp and he clocked around 135, 136 consistently.
Oh my goodness gracious, that is really quick. We have these visuals in the slow motion and that's where we get a very clear view. But things certainly not really simple in the middle.
But not quicker than Shakil Ahmed.
Oh, that's a different league. That's a different league. What an incredible shot from the bat of Muzahir Raza, reading YSGL's length to perfection. He's a strong lad, and at the moment he's executing his shots to perfection.
The quicker you bowl to Muzahir, the quicker you go towards that boundary rope. 4 runs, already got a maximum. Just couple of deliveries. 10 runs for Muzahir. Made room and goes towards that offside region. Beautiful looking shot, making the slight adjustments. Muzahir looking dangerous with the bat, but they need another 20-25 runs from here onwards.
All those youngsters watching this game need to realize that you need to bat like this. It is that floating power play, and that's where Muzahir Raza can do some decent damage. He's 10 runs of 2 deliveries, striking at 500. 500. Believe it or not, Muzahir Raza on fire. A big swing and a miss, and all of a sudden that 500 has gone down the drain to 300. Cricket is a big leveler.
1 dot delivery and all of a sudden there is a change in the strike rate. The numbers coming down for Muzahir Raza. The problem has been Mansoor Mazhar. 7 runs facing 17 deliveries. If he could have played runner ball at this stage, IAS would have been at 65. So every run matters in the shorter format.
.65 with 9 balls to spare. They could have got to 75-80, and that would have been a good fighting score. And when Mansoor Mazhar would be listening to us later in the night, he would be understanding what we are talking about.
I also believe because in this region, teams hardly play this format T10. Only one tournament we have in a year, that's cycle calendar. It's tough for the batters and for the players to adjust to the shorter format.
Crunch through the offside. It's only going to be a single. They're pushing for the second. This could be very interesting. And some decent running between the wicket will allow them to scamper for a couple.
Great throw coming from the deep by Saad Baggar. 1 bounce straight into the hands of YSGL. The management and the coaches, they need to talk to the batters. Just keep on rotating. Don't play too many dot deliveries. Get 6-7 runs, 2 good overs. You'll end up around 90-100. Bowling as per the field, there's protection towards that extra cover and a long on.
Full toss in the air, over third. This is going to be another boundary. Muzahir Raza is making an impact, and it's a violent impact because they just needed this.
Make it 13 with that boundary. What an over. At one stage they were struggling. Now Muzahir Raza getting those runs for his side in no time. A poor delivery, trying to bowl that Yorker, nowhere near the stumps, and easy picking, opening the face of the blade, and goes over that short third. 4 runs, score moves to 62. Plenty of runs given away by Yashash GL in this over, 13 so far.
And this is where Muzahir Raza is valuable. If he plays as an all-rounder, they are appealing at the moment, and it's only going to be a spirited appeal and nothing much, because the bowler is not really interested. He's walking away as the wicket keepers and the others accumulate together. 9 overs done with 6 deliveries to spare. IAS Invincibles have got to a respectable 62 for the loss of 4. So it is Sharfuddin who is going to be bowling that fine lower. 5 runs in his previous over. Mansoor Mazhar on strike. 7 of 17. Can he bring a little bit of a respectability to his total? Big shot through the offside only for a single. He'll be happy to get Muzahir Raza back on strike. And what I was telling you about Muzahir Raza is Muzahir Raza is just not good enough to play in the team as a bowler only. But when you add his batting, this kind of batting, impactful batting, that's where you find the value of Muzahir Raza.
He's very strong towards that offside. If he can manufacture a few shots toward the leg side, he will be more dangerous, I believe.
Oh, he strikes lusty on the leg side as well. I remember that game where I think it was against Renaissance Challengers. Not really sure. Missed out. It was in the slot of Muzahir Raza. Probably looking to hit it too hard.
Playing with the fire here, Sharfuddin. It was in the radar of Muzahir Raza. A dot delivery. What a spell by Sharfuddin. Not expressed with the pace. But basics are right by this young fast bowler.
Really feel this one is the ball which is going to be dispatched for a maximum. What Muzahir Raza does right is he is very stable. Very, very stable. Very still when the ball is being released. Keeps his shape, and that's what the secret is all about. Big shot right in the block hole. He's done well to get underneath it. It was a beautiful delivery from Sharfuddin.
He did not played a single game in D20. Now getting an opportunity and bowling all that important overs, the death overs, and very economical. Sharfuddin not trying out too many things, keeping it simple, and it's working for Sharfuddin and for Royal Oman Stallions.
Is Sharfuddin in the realization that Mansoor Mazhar will be looking to go cheeky? He has to be playing one of those shots behind the wicket because Sharfuddin is looking for the block hole. It's a no-brainer. Mansoor Mazhar, can he be courageous enough to do that? Certainly a paddle. Has to be the paddle. Not really. Not courageous enough. Would have been a good shot to opt for. Especially the full toss. Would have been a certain boundary.
And with that pace, you can expect as a batter that he'll be bowling in the block holes, rightly said by you. So no proper execution. Trying to go down the ground.
Sharfuddin is not one of the quickest, and that's where you want to move him away. He's a rhythm bowler, and you don't want a rhythm bowler to set into the rhythm. Making the deep mid-wicket go way too wide towards deep square leg. Oh, this is brilliant bowling by Sharfuddin. Extremely well bowled by Sharfuddin.
Number 78 under the lights. What a spell. Wicketless. Though he has got the protection towards that backward point and extra cover, but still he's bowling full bowling on that fourth stump, not trying to bowl towards that fifth and sixth stump, not giving much width to Muzahir Raza, who loves to make room and goes towards that offside region. So far, he has been good, Sharfuddin. Can he finish on a high note?
Delivery that determines the momentum. Right in the block hole, struck straight down the ground. They're going to be pushing for the second. It's a run out opportunity and it's going to be in favor of IAS Invincibles. They will run that second. And this is good running between the wickets by Mansoor Mazhar and Muzahir Raza. They'll finish at 67 for the loss of 4. I think they've done a decent job to reach to 67.
A late recovery after losing the direction in the first few overs, thanks to Raza 19 of just 10. Mansoor Mazhar 19 balls 9, and Sharfuddin has been very economical. It's 11:25, almost late night here in Al Amirat, Muscat. So 67, all they could get in the first innings. Mehran Khan just 4-18 for the experienced Abdul Rauf. Rana Singh, without troubling the scorers, back in the hut. Mansoor Mazhar, the sorry story of Mansoor Mazhar, you can see on that batting card, 9 runs of 19. Muzahir Raza providing that much needed impetus in the last couple of overs, and 6 extras given away by the bowling unit. 10 overs, all they could manage is 67. And 5 bowlers used by the captain, Yashash GL, going for 13 runs in his second over, but he bowled extremely well, getting those couple of wickets early in this game. That too of Mehran and the other opener, Sagar Parmar, getting a wicket. Farmanullah went for runs, a wicket to his name. But Karthik and Mohammad Sharfuddin, those 4 overs going for just 17 runs, dented the hopes of the batting side. That is the reason they were kept under 70. And let's see the highlights. 2 wickets going in the first over of Yashash GL. Mehran Khan trying to go big, not able to read that line and length. And look at that quicker delivery going straight into the hands of wicketkeeper. Then quite a few mighty blows coming in from the blade of the batter, and few wickets going down. Farman has been punished by the batters of IAS Invincibles. Poor piece of bowling, and he was hammered. And in the process, he also got a wicket. The Sagar Parmar was sent out of the park, but what a reply, what a revenge by Sagar, getting better of Yasir Dur. Then came in Raza, the first ball. He sent Parmar out of the park. Then in the next over, got a boundary against Yashash GL, and this was the over where they got 13 crucial runs against Yashash GL. But that final over from Sharfuddin, boundaryless over, kept IAS Invincibles to 67. So day 1, match number 5, Royal Oman Stallions, they need 68 to win this game. We'll dive into a short break.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edged away. Yes, it is. has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Oman D10 powered by Fancode, and once again welcome to the Oman Cricket Academy. IAS Invincibles, or Ibn Abdul Samad Engineering and Construction, electing to bat first after winning the toss. Mehran Khan, the captain, not contributing to the cause, and his call. But then after that, Abdul Rauf Ataullah, 18 of 16 deliveries, 9 of 19 for Mansoor Mazhar, who battled it out there. Yasir Dur scored, hit some lusty blows, 11 of 10. Mohammad Muzahir Raza then came in and scored some quick runs, 19 of 10 deliveries. As far as the bowling is concerned, a couple of wickets to the name of Yashas GL, and a wicket apiece for Sagar Parmar, who was on top of his game tonight, and Farmanullah Farman, 1 of 19, and in his couple of overs that he bowled. The rest of the bowlers look to keep it very, very tight. Karthik and Sharfuddin. It's the run chase here. The Royal Oman Stallions have done very well in keeping in Ibn Abdul Samad very, very quiet all throughout that first innings. He has a few good runs of the lusty blows thanks to some quick runs by Mohammad Muzahir Raza. Apart from that, the rest of the players were struggling out there. But what's going to be important is that man on your screen here, Mohammad Imran, and he's going to be bowling with a vengeance tonight. He's missed the bus or missed the plane and to that UAE tour, but then he's certainly looking to come back with a vengeance and looking to make sure that all eyes will be on him. It's a paltry target of 67, so 68 needed to win, but Mohammad Imran will be blowing steam immediately on target and as rapid as ever. Anshuman Prasanna will be the highlight of that Royal Oman Stallions. He's a very, very attractive batter to look at, especially when he gets going. And then keeping him company is going to be Shah Rukh Khan. And Junaid has come up with an injury, so Shah Rukh Khan will be in early. Speaking of attractive hitting and attractiveness, we've got a very attractive friend over here in the com box, and that's going to be Mudassir Ali Qureshi joining me in the com box.
Thank you, Amin. And somehow I feel this tournament, bowler to watch will be Mohammad Imran, because for unknown reasons he did not travel to UAE. For sure the world missed an opportunity to watch this fast bowler. Ah, look at that beautiful delivery. But not getting the support from Gopa, and he says bat involved. But Imran, he was convinced there was no bat involved, but what piece of delivery coming in from Mohammad Imran.
Yeah, absolutely. All bowlers will back themselves and immediately looking at the keeper and saying, no, there was no bat involved. But then I certainly feel this was looking very, very close, and he'll feel robbed of a wicket here.
The whole UAE and especially fans from Pakistan wanted this lad to be the part of Oman national side, but now he's continuing to showcase his talent for one more time here in Oman Cricket Academy in Oman D10. What a fast bowler in making. He worked really hard. Now we can see, especially the length has been the key in the last few tournaments for Mohammad Imran Amin.
And that's very evident because the last few tournaments, or let's say the last 365 days for Mohammad Imran, have been nothing but exemplary, because he's been part of that national squad, he's been part of that national setup, so he's undergoing training. There are strategies in which Mohammad Imran plays a huge part of, and you know, there have been bowling coaches who are working on him. There are the head coaches who are keeping a very, very close eye on his development. Earlier, he would just be that very free-spirited sort of a cricketer, and now he is the center of attention of people who are concentrated on working on him as a part of the national team. Oh, beautiful delivery. Just that hint of swing away from the right-handed batter. A boundary to Anshuman Prasanna, but then certainly not in the most convincing manner, because that was more of the pace and use of the pace for Anshuman Prasanna rather than, any sort of good woodwork.
When this boy is bowling with the new ball, you need to have a slip in position. Doesn't matter whether you're playing a longer format or a shorter format. With the new ball, especially first over, ball moving away from the right hand batter. Still no slip in position, but well managed by young Prasanna. Not trying to hit it hard. Just gliding past that third man for 4 runs. The first boundary for Anshuman and the first boundary for Royal Oman Stallions.
Yeah, well, not much needed so far in this innings. You've got only as much as 68 to defend. Oh, he's dug that one shot, and look at that. It's given a wide, and the umpire certainly facing the brunt of Mohammad Imran. A few stairs, and he'll certainly be very sure not to cross the line, but then he's breathing fire, isn't he? And that's always been the case with Mohammad Imran.
A champion bowler. And people always come in numbers to watch this fast bowler here at Oman Cricket Academy. The only time he bowled a bouncer to Anshuman, he was sent out of the park towards that fine leg region by young Anshuman.
Well managed, and he's guided that towards third man. A long chase for Amin Habib. Will get it on one bounce to the keeper. So only a single, and he wouldn't mind that at the moment. Mohammad Imran, what they need is to hunt for wickets, and he's probably the right operator out there in the middle. They wouldn't mind even a boundary at this stage, provided that it's a part of a setup to purchase some sort of a wicket and put Royal Oman Stallions under pressure. On the other hand, Royal Oman Stallions starting off very well. 8 runs already on board. Steaming in, Mohammad Imran works away towards the onside end of the over with just that single. I believe they still have one more delivery remaining.
Left hand, right hand combination. It's very strong bowling unit for IAS Invincibles. It was their batting which let them down in D20 as well as on the opening day of D10. Posting their 67.
They can be a dangerous side here. IAS Invincibles and oh, what a beautiful shot. Piercing the infield and making sure that he gets enough elevation to clear the infield. That's a delightful result for Anshuman Prasanna, ending the over with a boundary. A couple of boundaries to him in this Mohammad Imran over. 13 for the loss of no wickets. Royal Oman Stallions, have a look at that.
With every match passing by, he's showing his class and maturity. What a drive. Deliberately played in the air for 4 runs. A couple of boundaries in the first over of Imran. 13 for no loss. Anshuman Guru Prasanna on 10 and Khan on 1.
Shehzad now introduced into the attack and realizing very, very quickly that if they have to, make any impact on this game, they'll have to do it with their strike bowlers. Shehzad is one of them, straight away asking questions to the left-hander.
Coming over the wicket with that angle to the left-handed batter, it's really tough to get that decision in your favor. Angling towards that leg stump. He was forced on the back foot. A confident appeal.
In the air, fielder looking interested. Amin Habib under it, and he has latched onto it, making the right adjustments at the right time. Amin Habib will ensure that they get their first breakthrough in the form of the left-hander Shah Rukh Khan, who has to walk back to the hut.
First casualty for Royal Oman Stallions. Shahzad Rahim strikes his second delivery here. The golden hair boy. Recovers well in time. Quite a few fumbles. That's the end of Shah Rukh Khan, 13 for the loss of 1.
First wicket down for Royal Oman Stallions, and out comes Captain Cool, and that's going to be Karan Sonavle, another very, very bright prospect who's missed the bus to that Asia Cup. And he's, because of a little bit of a niggle, so not 100%, but then D10 will be some sort of blessing in disguise, because he certainly seems to be in a very, very good form at the moment.
With the modern day cricket and modern technology, fitness tests, they always comes into play before every important tournament or tour. The management, they make sure that every player is fit enough to represent the national side. Heartbreaking for Karan Sonavle. First 17 or 16 players list which came out, his name was there but got injured in one of the games in D20.
And he's the right player for D10, yeah. He knows how to accelerate, he knows how to get going from ball number 1, does not waste too much time looking to settle in, and that's been that sort of a role that he's been playing for the team since a very long time. Works away towards the onside. Look at the precision in which he's worked the gaps. Only a single though.
How tough it is, because these boys were eagerly waiting for that big tournament. We'll have this conversation in the next over. 2 overs gone, 16 for the loss of 1.
Two right-handers out there in the middle for the Royal Oman Stallions, 16 for 1, and in comes Yasir Dur Mohammed, and he'll be looking to take on both these two batters who are quite aggressive at the moment and very, very complementary sort of players for the Royal Oman Stallions out in the middle. Anshuman Prasanna looks to get going from ball number 1, looks to play proper cricketing shots, and on the other hand, Karan Sonavle looks to take on the bull from by its horns and looks to power his way through the innings. What a great delivery. And I believe the batter had absolutely no idea when the ball passed him. It just zipped through.
He has tendency, especially against medium fast bowlers. He tends to go on the back foot and opens the face of the blade, placed towards behind the wicket.
Oh, this one's surgically placed. It's going to be a long chase for the fielder. And the ball will win the race. What a great looking shot here from Anshuman Prasanna. That certainly deserves another look. The way he's placed it, the way he played so late, deep into the crease, opened the face of the bat at the right time, was absolutely delightful to watch. Let's have a look again.
Elegance. This youngster, he exactly know where the fielders are positioned. He knows the gaps quite well and exploiting those gaps at will. Anshuman getting the third boundary. What a progress, visible progress we are witnessing. The batting of Anshuman Prasanna moves to 15 with the help of 3 fours.
Now this time towards the onside. A very simple and straightforward approach here in this innings. And they don't have much to chase, only 68 runs. So a boundary now of the over and now a single to rotate strike. And your job's done for the over. So sensible cricket from both the two batters. Yasir Dur once again. Oh, this one's hurried. Karan Sonavle. It's going to be a dot ball, but then 6 runs already from this over. Only one legal delivery remaining.
This is a brave lad, Karan Sonavle. It's really difficult for someone like Karan Sonavle, who was planning to go to UAE and get runs for his side, play some useful knocks for his side. But destiny has some other say here. Thick outside edge going past that wicket keeper. So was a diving fielder not able to stop that 4 runs for Karan Sonavle. Yasir Dur pulled quite well but unlucky. In fact, 4 byes.
Yeah, have a look at that. Once again, very, very quick. And that late away movement going past both the batter as well as the keeper. Useful runs and a very, very expensive over in the whole scheme of things. However, that boundary will not go into the account of the bowler Yasir Dur. It goes in the account of the keeper. Nonetheless, 26 for 1 after 3. Royal Oman Stallions. .26 for the loss of 1 wicket as Madhava has been introduced into the attack. Left arm orthodox and against the right-handers will always be favourable matchup as far as the IAS Invincibles are concerned. Speaking of matchups, we've got Pranav Mehta who's going to be playing matchup with me in the combox.
Thank you so much, Amin. What a pleasure. And the pleasure is at utmost maximum every time you're watching Anshuman Prasanna bat. Absolutely delightful.
Yeah, he's certainly a very, very delightful cricketer to watch. Everything right about him, the way he approaches an innings, the way he plays his shots. At the moment, left wanting, but then what's important is that he's rotated strike.
They're certainly missing a lot of cricketers, Royal Oman Stallions, and still dominating the affairs, and that's the quality of Royal Oman Stallions. You remove 5 quality cricketers from any side and it breaks their back. You remove Jatinder Singh out of Muscat Thunderers and all of a sudden Muscat Thunderers looks very vulnerable. And Royal Oman Stallions, almost half the side out and still they are dominating the affairs.
And that's largely because Anshuman Prasanna has been their batting mainstay. He is not in the mix of things for the national teams yet. However, if he continues to put in performances like this, spend some time out here at Oman Cricket Academy, then most certainly he'll be in the limelight and he'll be the focus very, very soon because lots to like about him.
Oh, certainly, it's just early days for him. He needs to grow in stature. He needs to score those big runs like Jatinder saying, get those hundreds, big hundreds, 150s. And that's when he will be spoken about on a consistent basis. At the moment, it's just fireworks, those small sparks. And that's not good enough to get to the national side.
Yeah, consistency is key. On the other hand, speaking of consistency, all eyes on Karan Sonavle.
Oh, he's good. He's very good. But we'll have to wait to see the best of him. 29 for the loss of 1 at the end of 4 overs. It is almost at best just a runner ball for Royal Oman Stallions. 39 of 36 deliveries. As Ibn Amin comes into the attack. And this is going to be a make or break moment for IAS Invincibles. He's that kind of a bowler. He can turn the tide in favor of IAS Invincibles in those 2 overs or break their back.
Oh, he's played that uppishly, but he's cut it very, very hard. And that's going to be another boundary in the kitty of Anshuman Prasanna. He's collecting boundaries as if he's collecting Pokemon cards.
Candies.
Okay, candies it is. Yes, of course.
We
Used
are-
to collect tattoos.
No, we all have a sweet tooth that we all love to collect the candies. In the air, uppish, and that's where he's got his boundary of the very first delivery of Ibn Amin. Break, make or break? At the moment it is break. A boundary of the very first delivery.
They don't have much to defend here. IAS Invincibles. They will look to pick up wickets, and that's the only way the impact can be made.
Almost chopped it on. Very mindful to keep the ball out of the stumps, and this is extremely good from Anshuman Prasanna. They need wickets here. IAS Invincibles. Not 1, not 2, maybe 3 or 4 wickets in a hurry. And that's the only way they can come back into this game. Still not able to understand that fielder at mid-wicket. Dancing down the track, and it's only going to be a dot ball. What's the logic of a fielder coming right from the circle at mid-wicket? He's neither saving a single, nor he is protecting the boundary.
Well, probably is some sort of a temptation for the batter to go over the fielder and then as a result just possibly produce a leading edge or even a false shot. Now a little bit of change here, and because Anshuman Prasanna is so good by guiding the ball towards third man, you've got that third man fielder inside the circle and the gully outside at the boundary.
Beautifully driven to deep point for a single. This is going to be very, very easy for Royal Oman Stallions the way it is. They will have to do something special. IAS Invincibles, they'll have to create a little bit of a panic here.
And that panic can be created by creating dot balls, and at the moment not too many dot balls being scored because the first ball of the over has already gone for a boundary, so they sit in a very, very comfortable position at the moment. This time towards cover, and it's going to be a single for Karan Sonavle, and just like that we have 5 deliveries down and you've already scored 6 runs, which is the asking rate at the moment.
And that's the problem, because at this level you need to have a coach, a good quality coach who understands the game. On a wicket like this, which is a live wire, you've already seen the bowlers of Royal Oman Stallions doing really well from the length. You want to be bowling good length. And what Ibn Amin is doing is bowling block hole. So the information hasn't been conveyed to Ibn Amin.
He's going to be bowling that one again. It's a wide. He can't believe himself. Amin Habib at the moment. That's just one run too many as far as this required run rate is concerned. They have to keep it tight, not much to defend.
Really want to see one of those deliveries right in between stumps around the good length area and see if there is something that the wicket has to offer. Because at the moment you're just playing that compensation game. Oh, it's full toss. And a good bit of fielding will keep it down to a single. And this is not working in favor of IAS Invincibles at the moment. It's mere formalities. 5 overs, 31 runs to get. Madhava to continue. He's bowling a decent line. And some quick running between the wickets is doing the favour for Royal Oman Stallions. And doing the favour is Mudassar Ali Qureshi giving me company for the final set of 5 overs of the day.
No Mehran Khan with the ball.
It's the punishment
No
for
Muzahir Raza, he got runs. So USA not getting an opportunity. Muzahir Raza, oh Imran drops. A sitter, Karan Sonavle survives.
paying the price with those long hairs. Not really. Give him an opportunity. He's human after all. Probably trying to rush in too much, and that's where he made a mess out of it. It was coming to him. He just had to hold on to it. Cutting from the stumps, and fielding has been mediocre for IAS Invincibles. Mediocre? It's absolutely disastrous.
A premier team battling against a premier team, and you expect fielders to be on their toes, stopping those singles. No aggression as of now shown by these two batters. The problem is if you are trying to take this game deep into the final over, and in the process if you lose few quick wickets, then you'll be in trouble. So one of these batters, they need to attack.
What are the odds of these two playing the entire set of 10 overs and still Royal Oman Stallions losing? Probably 1%. And that's the odd that I give. And that's where they need to pick up wickets. Although in favor of IAS Invincibles, just 4 runs of this over so far. Still a ball to go.
Talking about left arm orthodox, and now one more left arm orthodox who bowled really well, keeping things tight, created that opportunity. Another one in the air, but managed to play in the gap. Anshuman moves to 26. Royal Oman Stallions moves to 42 for the loss of 1 at the end of over number 6.
So just 5 runs from that over of Madhwa, and in comes Mohammad Imran. 26 runs required of 24 deliveries. The required run rate 6.50. 9 wickets in hand. This is mere formalities. Has to be mere formalities for Royal Oman Stallions. They can't make a mess of the game from here, can they?
I think by taking that floating power play, the message is clear that they want to get quick runs. And that means floating power play, back of Mohammad Imran into the attack. Backward deep point, and there is a extra cover, 2 fielders also 30-yard circle.
Wide and straight to the hands of Mehran Khan. Has he picked up a wicket here? Yes, he has. He's the magic arm of IAS Invincibles. They needed a wicket. He's provided the wicket. All of a sudden, it's IAS Invincibles right on top.
The floating power play not starting well for the batting side. It's IAS Invincibles getting better of Anshuman. Fumbles but recovers in time. Mohammad Imran strikes the right time for IAS Invincibles. Still plenty of runs needed. They have lost Anshuman, Prasanna, the man who was getting those runs. The young lad back in the hut, and in comes Karthik.
Mohammad Imran charging in from the Oman LNG, and he's the last hope of IAS Invincibles. And look at that line which Mohammad Imran is bowling. He's missed the train. He's missed the flight to UAE. He's missed the ride as well. But right now, he's making an impact for IAS Invincibles.
Pranav, you have played a lot of cricket, especially at the top level as well, under 19 days. How difficult it is for a player who's almost there, but at the last minute, for unknown reasons, he did not travel to UAE. So is the case of Karan Sonavle. Brilliantly bowled. 2 players were there in the first list which came out. Karan Sonavle out of that 17 because of an injury which he suffered during the D20. And on the other hand, we have Mohammad Imran. So how difficult and how it is tough for the players.
It's extremely difficult. It has happened to me where my name was announced in the squad and the next day it wasn't. So it has happened to a lot of players. As a professional, you have to accept it and you have to move on, because that's not the end of the world. You have to fight back and you have to get your name back in.
Were you injured at the time?
I'm not going to be getting into that.
Playing safe.
It's always important to be playing safe. But what a delivery. Mohammad Imran, what a character.
But that is how is the journey of the sportsman. All of a sudden you are thinking something and you come out to know things are not going in your favor. I was so keen, and especially there were talk in UAE. People were waiting for this fast bowler to come in. They wanted to have a look at Mohammad Imran, a champion bowler, because also he made that hype The junior Shoaib Akhtar. The way he bowls resembles the great Shoaib Akhtar.
Just one run and a wicket. Not really. It's a maximum from the bat of Karan Sonavle. He's an incredible batter. An over which was going certainly in favour of IAS Invincibles has all of a sudden moved in favour of Royal Oman Stallions. 18 balls to spare, 19 runs to get, 8 wickets in hand. It's mere formalities.
He spoiled that over of Imran by getting a maximum on the final delivery. Not needed the change of pace, trying to bowl that cutter. It was in the slot of Karan Sonavle. And with the maximum score moves to 49, still 19 needed. We are going to the last 3 overs.
Karan Sonavle, who was struggling for a while, 13 of 13 all of a sudden. 19 of 18 deliveries. Are we expecting a nail biter here? There is a lot for the spinners in this wicket. We've already seen that. Good bit of spite. Shehzad just 4 runs and a wicket to his name. He has 5 deliveries. Can he make an impact? Can he make a difference? And how much of a difference is that 6 going to make?
Been easily 23, 24 needed in the last 17. Making room. Lucky runs going past that leg stick and the wicket keeper. If you can keep things tight, just give away 3-4 runs and picks up a wicket. Going to the last 2 overs, 15 needed. I'm pretty much sure the likes of Mehran Khan and Muzahir, they can come to the rescue for IAS.
Big shot on offer. It's in the gap and this is going to be a boundary. It's a welcome boundary for Karthik and Royal Oman Stallions because this will ease the nerves down.
A well calculated shot played by Karthik, knowing there is a big gap available towards that corner. A deep mid wicket which was a bit square towards that square leg region. A long on, a bit straight. And finds the gap. An all important 4 runs. Score moves to 55.
Big shot straight over the bowler's head. It's only going to be a single. But wonder why wouldn't Muzahir Raza and Mehran Khan bowl? On a wicket which has a little bit of a spite, we were evaluating that Muzahir Raza can make a big difference on a wicket like this. Looking for a quick single and they will get it.
Captain getting those runs, run a ball 15 is the first game for Royal Oman Stallions, day 1 of Oman D10. Not looking to have that good net run rate, taking their own time, chasing 67, 68 in fact in the air, falling short of the fielder there.
That's a pretty mediocre effort. Not really sure who the fielder is. Guess it was Mehran Khan and the deep. But all said and done, 9 required of 12 deliveries with 8 wickets in hand. Certainly, there is a thought in the think tank of IAS that we do not understand, because Ibn Amin is going to be bowling this over, and it's going to be starting off with a boundary over mid-wicket. The fielder that we were talking about in the previous over of Ibn Amin is the difference. Not saving a single, not saving a boundary, he's in no man's land.
Not having that protection, and giving that opportunity for Karan Sonable to go towards that leg side. Now there's a change in the field. Short mid-wicket goes back towards the deep mid-wicket. Backward point comes inside 30-yard circle. 63, one hit away from securing a win. Onto the pads, using his wrist, coming across the wicket and plays fine. No chance for the fine leg fielder. 4 runs.
The scores have been tied with 10 deliveries to spare. Karan Sonable is a fantastic player. Back-to-back boundaries for him. This time it was a full toss on to the legs, and he was never going to be missing out on something as simple as that. Players still not coming inside the circle.
Scores are level with that boundary. That is why it is so important to rotate the strike, take singles, not to play too many dot deliveries. Now it's hurting IAS Invincibles. Onto the pads, and with that single, he seals the game for Royal Oman Stallions. Captain's knock from Karan Sonable. And tonight he will remain unbeaten.
What a moment for Royal Oman Stallions. They've clinched the victory against IAS Invincibles, and all of a sudden they are looking like a very good side despite missing those 4 or 5 players that are on national duty. IAS Invincibles will have to recapitulate and re-strategize their plans, because they just looked mediocre in this game. They'll have to define roles for players like Mehran Khan, Muzahir Raza. What an incredible performance from Royal Oman Stallions with the bat. Talking about Anshuman Prasanna, he's been the talk of the town for Royal Oman Stallions, consistently performing in bits and pieces. 26 of 22 for him today. And Karan Sonable, 23 of 18. Towards the end, Karthik also got 9 of 7 not out, and hence winning the game convincingly with 9 balls to spare and 8 wickets in hand. Talking about the bowling, it was Mohammad Imran and Shahzad Rahim Shahzad, the left arm spinner, who picked up a wicket apiece, but everybody apart from that were not in the mix of things. Muzahir Raza and Mehran Khan not having the ball in hand today. Yes, Pasindu pretty effective in terms of economy.
What a run chase we have witnessed. The class of Anshuman Prasanna. Always making sure to get those runs at top of the order. Shah Rukh Khan was the first wicket which went down, but Prasanna played sensibly, exploiting those gaps, getting those runs. He stitched a partnership at the right time with Karan Sonable, and the youngster played quite a few elegant shots before he was taken by Mehran Khan at point. That was the end of Prasanna, but then came in Karthik. Karthik and Karan Sonable made sure to get the remaining runs for their side. They came hard on Ibn Amin, back-to-back boundaries, which seals the deal for Royal Oman Stallions. A brilliant performance, a complete team effort we have seen. And let's see how this match transpired. Batting first, 67, all they could manage in their allotted 10 overs. So Raza was the top scorer with 19, Ataullah 18, Dur 11. But the problem has been the strike rate for these batters. Yashash GL bowled well, couple of wickets to him. a wicket apiece to the left-arm orthodox Parmar and the fast bowler Farman. And Royal Oman Stallions, they came out with a plan. Anshuman Guru Prasanna yet again among the runs for Royal Oman Stallions, 26 for the youngster in just 22 balls. Sonavle made sure he stays till the end, getting those 23 runs, in the process winning the game for his side. Shahzad getting a wicket, so was Imran. It just took 8.3 overs for Royal Oman Stallions to go past that 67 runs put on board by IAS Invincibles. So 5 games on day one, and it's time to dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be the post-match presentation ceremony of this game.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away, yes it is.
Oh, what a game we've had. Match number 5 and ending in favour of the Royal Oman Stallions. Let's have a recap as to what happened. IAS Invincibles, they won the toss and elected to bat first and scored as much as 67 in their allotted 10 overs. They lost 4 wickets on the way, and in response, it was a clinical finish for the Royal Oman Stallions, scoring 68. The star of the show was, of course, Anshuman Prasanna, scoring 29 odd runs and scored it in quick fashion. He's our player of the match for tonight. And umpire Hemachandra will probably hand out the medallion to Anshuman Prasanna for his efforts here. We'll not let you go before a little bit of chat here, and certainly making this a habit for the Royal Oman Stallions. And Anshuman Prasanna, you're certainly making it a habit of picking up these medallions.
Yeah, so far it's been good. I wish to finish the games more, stay a bit longer. Today the pitch was a bit too paced and the target was quite low. And so I just decided, let me just take the game a bit more deeper. And because we didn't have a lot of our main players, I felt like I had a responsibility to take as an opener. And so far it's been good. Of course, there's a lot of areas to improve on. I need to carry the games more. But yeah, I hope to continue this run.
How much of it is skill and how much of it is the assurance of the team and, that security that you find at the opening slot?
Well, I've been given the freedom to play the way I want, but again, there's a lot of decision-making that goes behind. There's a lot of field checks. There's a lot of situation, that we have to read, and there's constant communication with the dressing room, with my head coach, and with the players, with the captain. And so, based on the situation, I've had to adapt based on what the pitch how the pitch behaves, or how the bowlers are bowling. And so it's a lot of the things combined, and it's skill, it's a lot of mental assurances that you give yourself, and a lot of decision making with the captain and the coach.
All right, so 2 points up for grabs, and 2 points are what Royal Oman Stallions got. Do well, and most certainly congratulations for that medallion.
Thank you so much.
That's all we have from the post-match presentation ceremony, and it's the last match of the night. And most certainly, we will see you back again tomorrow as exciting action continues in Oman D10, powered by FanCode. For now, it's good night and stay safe.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away, yes it is.